Michele Celentano, and I have been in professional photography for more than 25 years. I'm in love with the Canon EOS 1DC for multiple reasons. It's a full frame sensor, which is incredible. You get the most amount of information, and the availability to pull still images from 4K video is absolutely incredible. I can do my formal portraits and my still frames that I would normally do, but now I have the availability of pulling micro expressions from 24 frames a second, which I could never shoot with just a traditional camera. You sort of have to plan out in your mind when you're gonna shoot stills and when you're gonna shoot video. And I'll normally start with a still image. So I'll put my subjects where I want them, pose them how I want them, shoot the stills.
Danny, go this way just a little bit more. That's it, Kim leaning over. You look good.
And then go into a video mode so that I can manipulate my scene from there.
All right, we're rolling. I want you to be silly. Make faces at the camera. Everybody look at Dad. Everybody look at Dad. Dad, look at Stephanie. Look at Stephanie. Awesome.
Shooting with the 1DC has changed my approach to shooting in a way where I'm no longer just posing my subjects as a photographer, but I now become an action director.
Can you go back and do the same thing again? That was ideal.
So the aspect of posing still is important because I still want my clients to look good even in the video, and having them pose in a traditional pose portrait already sets me up for success with that. When I'm shooting video, because your shutter speed should be about double your frame rate, my shutter speed should be, for the most part, about a 1/60th of a second, which is a little bit too slow when you want to pull still images from video and you have moving subjects. At that point, I found that my sweet spot is 1/125th of a second, which gives me still smooth video, but it allows me to pull clearer, sharper frames from the video. I find the bigger the production I make it, the more uncomfortable my client tends to get because there's too much stuff. I'm working with ordinary people coming for a family session, so it's really important to keep it simple. So myself, an assistant, one camera.
Yeah, this spot is perfect. Let's go with this.
I'm a big fan of my tripod and a monopod. The video tripod is great because you have so much availability of panning and tilting and an easy fluid transitions from one thing to the next.
Okay, stay right there. I'm gonna move around you guys with my little Komodo.
And also, I've gotten that Komodo Orbit rig, which is phenomenal. It balances your camera, and then you literally walk around with it, and it stays steady so that when you're walking, you don't get that jagged, jarring motion that you normally do when you're walking around and shooting video. So that's been a great addition to my bag for sure. The lenses I like most for my portrait work are the 70-200, 2.8, which is just a beautiful sharp lens with great range. My 85 1.2, which is a beautiful prime lens. Prime lenses are always amazing. And then the 135 2.0, which is another beautiful portrait lens. When I need to record audio for the interview parts, I use a hot shoe mounted Rode shotgun mic. And I'll use a shorter lens so that I can get closer to my subjects. I will wear a set of headphones that will just plug right into the side of the camera so I can make sure that we're hearing them clearly. There's a couple essential things that I bring with me for every shoot. One of them would be the LED continuous light to just kick a little bit of light back into the subject's eyes when we have an overcast day. It's really nice because it gives a specularity that I can't always get from a reflector. My approach to focusing with the 1DC is twofold, manual and autofocus. When I'm shooting video, I will normally be in manual focus. And then when I switch to handheld shooting for stills, I'll go into an autofocus mode with 61 focus points. It's easy to just pick what I want to focus on and go from there. But then when I'm working mounted on a tripod and my subjects are stable, I'll oftentimes go back into a manual focus simply because it's easier to stay manually focused, be above the camera and talking to my subjects than trying to look through it and refocus every single image when really nothing has changed.
Okay, that's perfect.
Having the EOS 1DC as a tool in my camera bag increases the way that I can grow my business exponentially. I can now, if I want to, tap into small business commercial. I can put together a 2-minute or 90-second clip showing some video and stills and an interview of the business owner that they can then put on their website. You know, this is something that is easy to do.
come right in here and you're gonna lean on your dad this way. And then I want you guys to back away from each other just a little bit, look at each other.
You really have to educate people on this, and that it's not just a portrait session, but it's something above and beyond that, and it takes a little bit of extra time, and it is a little bit more expensive because it takes a lot more post-production work. So it's not the type of thing that I think you can shoot on speculation and hope your client will buy. I think you have to sell that up front. Because of 4K imaging this camera offers, the quality is so outstanding that it's going to last for years and years. And although my clients may not need 4K video now, the 4K gives me the ability to pull extremely high quality files from it that I can then sell, and that will still stand the test of time.